Firefighter. A definition of fire. A fire is an uncontrolled fire. Fires occur because three elements meet, namely, 1. Fuel is a flammable material, for example fuel. 2. Air, O2, namely oxygen or O2. 3. Flashpoint is the temperature at which the fuel starts to burn, for example in degrees Celsius. The relationship between the three elements of fire. Figure 5.13 elements of fire only occurs if these three elements meet. 1. Fuel. A. Solid fuel. Solid fuels are materials that burn easily in solid form. How to handle fires on solid materials is relatively easier than on liquid and gas fuels because of the materials. This type is relatively easier to separate from other fire elements. Table 5.1. Solid fuel. Fuel name. 1. Sulfur. 2. Phosphorus. 3. Zinc. 4. Aluminum. 5. Magnesium. B. Liquid fuel. Liquid fuel is a material that is quite difficult to handle, especially in nature, corrosive, explosive, and has a specific gravity smaller than water. This material must be watched out for and handled properly starting from the manufacturing process, packaging, distribution, until storage. Table 5.2 Liquid fuel. Name of liquid substance. And the chemical formula. 1. Ether ROR, C2H5, 2. Benzene C6H6. 3. Acetone CH3COCH3. 4. Methanol, spirit CH3 oxygen monohydride. 5. Ester RCOOR. 6. Carbon disulfide CS2. 7. Acetaldehyde CH3CHO. 8. Acetic acid CH3COOH. 9. Petroleum octacarbon octadecahydride. C. Gas fuel. Gas fuel is a very dangerous material, because this material easily explodes if there is an increase in temperature, increase in pressure, and impact. The gas marketed is packaged in gas cylinders. Tube specifications must meet industry standards to be safe when saved. When transported and stored, it must be in an upright position. This means that in the event of an explosion, the valve of the tube is thrown upwards so that it does not hit people nearby. Surroundings. Table 5.3. Gas fuel. Name of liquid and chemical formula. 1. Natural gas. The main component is CH4. 2. Acetylene C2H2. 3. Hydrogen H2. 4. Ethylene oxide C2H4O. 5. Methane CH4. 6. Carbon monoxide CO. 7. Butane CH3CH2CH2CH3. 2. Air, O2. Air is a gaseous substance that is available in nature in unlimited quantities. Air contains various kinds of gases, the largest of which are nitrogen and oxygen. Oxygen is part of the fire triangle, so this gas is quite an important part of the fire process. Actually, fires will not occur if we can isolate oxygen from the other two elements in the fire triangle, but because the oxygen in the air is only around 28% but the supply is unlimited, it is difficult to isolate it. You must also be careful of pure oxygen packaged in cylinders. Although it is not flammable, the pressure is very high and causing a fire. 3. Flash point. The flash point is often referred to as the ignition point. The causes are A. Friction, B. Electrical jump, C. Sparks, D. Hot, E. Pressure, F. and others. In certain materials, the heat flash point can cause the material to burn without prior ignition. Look at Table 5.4. Following to C. Material, specific gravity, weight to air ratio, flash point, OC degrees Celsius. Ignition limit, percent in percent, self-ignition temperature, OC degrees Celsius, flame upon heating, possibility of mixing water. These materials include ammonia, acetylene, acetone, gas, benzene, ethyl alcohol, ethyl ether, ether, crude oil. B. Classification of fire. 1. Class A fire: fires from ordinary flammable materials such as wood, paper, clothing and the like. Type of extinguisher. One that uses water must be used as the main extinguishing tool. 2. Class B fire: fires of flammable liquids such as petroleum, gas, fat and the like. Type of extinguisher. What is used is the foam type as the main extinguisher. 3. Class C fire: electrical fires, such as electrical leaks, short circuits, include fires in electrical equipment. Types of extinguishers. Chemical and gas types are used as the main extinguishing means. 4. Class D fire: metal fires such as zinc, magnesium, aluminum powder, sodium, titanium and others. Type of extinguisher. What must be used is a special type in the form of dry chemical powder. See how to handle a fire. See Figure 5.2 Fire Control System diagram below. Fire must be handled properly. The treatment that is carried out is not just extinguishing it, but there are 3 steps that must be taken, namely, 1. Fire prevention, 2. Firefighting, 3. Evacuation procedures that must be carried out. To carry out these 3 steps, a fire control system, SPK, is required. In relation to fire conditions, there are 5 things that must be done in this fire control system. The 5 steps consist of 1. Prevent ignition, 2. Early stage blackouts, 3. Prevent fire growth, 4. Control smoke, 5. Evacuate. 1. Fire prevention. Minister of Manpower Decree No. 187, MEN, 1990, which regulates Material Safety Data Sheet, MSDS. MSDS is a document about a chemical that must be available to industries that make, store or use it, which provides information about the chemical. This information includes 1. Material identity, 2. Ingredient composition, 3. Identify hazards, 4. First aid measures, 5. Fire prevention measures, 6. Measures against spills and leaks, 7. Material storage, 8. Control, 9. Physical and chemical properties, 10. Reactivity and stability, 11. Toxicology, 12. Ecology, 13. Waste disposal, 14. Freight, 15. Rules and regulations. 2. Fire extinguishing. There are 3 stages of fire extinguishing related to the stages of fire occurrence. These stages include a. Extinguish the fire at an early stage. B. Prevent fire from growing. C. Control smoke. A. Extinguishing the early stage of the fire. See Figure 5.3 in the following table. Every fire starts with a small fire. If it is not immediately recognized and prevented, the fire will grow. Early-stage fire extinguishing is a very important step in preventing larger fires from occurring. The equipment needed at this stage is a light fire extinguisher, APAR. A hydrant which provides high-pressure water, a fixed system which is usually installed in buildings, as well as other equipment around us which can be used for the fire extinguishing process, such as jute sacks, blankets, and similar items that can absorb water and cover the fire until it is separated from the air. APAR is a fire extinguisher that is very popular among the public. However, most of them do not know the type and how to use it. Types of APAR are quite a lot, depending on the ability to extinguish fires on certain types of fuel. Extinguishing the early stage of the fire. How to use APAR? See the APAR image. The following. 1. Open the safety lock. 2. Hold the APAR tube in an upright position. 3. Press the release handle. 4. Aim at the burning material. Do not aim at the flame. 5. Spray APAR periodically, 1 period of 3 seconds. If operated continuously, APAR can only be operated for 8 seconds. For operation of APAR, see figure 5.4 below. B. Prevent fire growing. If the fire is not immediately controlled and continues to grow, then steps are needed to localize the fire. B. Cool down. C. Describe the burning material. See figure 5.5 fire triangle. C. Control smoke. Most burning materials produce smoke. Smoke in the form of gas containing various elements is very dangerous to health. In fact, many fatalities in fire incidents are caused by inhaling excessive smoke. Therefore, the generation of smoke must be handled properly. How to handle smoke. 1. Implementation of air conditioning according to standards in a building. 2. Installation of smoke detection equipment. 3. Installation of smoke vent installation. 3. Evacuation procedure. Human safety is the most important thing in a fire. When a fire has grown and cannot be controlled with APAR, what must be done is action evacuation of people and goods. Evacuation is carried out according to the existing evacuation system in the burning building structure. A good building has a standard evacuation system. For example, the width of the door must be able to allow 40 people to pass through per minute. There are instructions on the route that must be taken when an emergency occurs. There is an access road that can be passed by fire engines, and so on. Considering the importance of evacuation steps in the event of a fire, it is necessary to have good management. Standard operating procedures, regular training in dealing with fire incidents, and dissemination of information about fire prevention methods.